frustrating. Just know it's only a matter of time till it dies again. Mate, this is doing my head in. So annoying. PC just keeps crashing. Oh, thanks for the like, Sam. Don't know what's going on with it. It genuinely is doing my tits in. It crashed again, and then I restarted my PC, and then it crashed as soon as I tried to open anything up again. I was like, "Oh my god, what is going on?" So yet again, we have lost the result of the Liverpool game, and yet again, I don't know whether it's this PSG game. I wonder if it's the stadium or something. I might need to turn my graphics settings down or something just to try and help us get through it. Because if it crashes during that again, oh my god! I had the money to go out and buy a brand new PC. Oh my god! I know, yeah, it really doesn't want us to beat PSG. Uh, oh, we've got a goalkeeper. Managing Villa, mate. Well, trying to. My PC is not letting us happen though. It's blowing up. All right, we'll play for the win. I'm just going to simulate this one against Liverpool, seeing as we've already played it twice. How did we get on this time? Lost 2-0. Fine. We lost 4-1 the last time we played them, so we're not gaining anything besides maybe a little bit of dignity. God's sake. Dennis Seaman fractured his finger in that game, so we are going to be missing him against PSG, which we weren't last time, so that's really great. Look how many players need a rest. It's no wonder we're losing games. Everyone's dead. They're as dead as my PC. Give us a quick save. I'm tempted to just simulate this PSG game, but I don't. References. I'm just going to try and select the graphics to low. There we get on. That's twice though we've been beating PSG and it's blown up. We simulate it with these PSG. Yeah, probably. So annoying though. Like it was fine. I think it crashed once last week, and other than that, it's been fine pretty much for like 10 days or something. I don't know whether it's the heat. I hope it's not, but we're not that far into it, mate. We're still in the league phase. Still in the league phase of the Champions League, so it's not like it's oh we're losing out because we should have gone through or we look like we're going through. It's just annoying that I've literally played it twice already. I swear I just saw something about Majo. Yeah, there he is. Majo's impressive. He didn't score a goal and we won 3-1. What's going on? Yeah, thank you for the likes on TikTok. Trying to make me feel better about this terrible PC I've got. Right, well, we've got Bizot, who's like not even close to being fit. You know what? I'm just going to throw him in there. This is not good, is it? I tell you what, if this doesn't work, if this crashes again, I might jump over. I might go and jump off a bridge. Genuinely. I meant to play my Borough save yesterday, just never get around to it. I'm finding it's taking me ages to do my videos at the moment. Didn't help. Not the one yesterday. Not yesterday. The day before. I recorded my video before I started the stream at like 8 a.m. or something, and when I went back to actually edit it in the recording, I was like, "Oh my god!" You can tell I just woke up. My voice was terrible. I couldn't. Like my eyes were barely open. I was like, "I'm gonna have to re-record this." It was. I look like I'm either stoned or half asleep. Right, PSG for the third time. Oh dear, what an effort that is. I was thinking, it must be their stadium, but we're playing at Villa Park, so it can't be the stadium. That's got to be offside. Collector's item. He ballooned that one into the stand, didn't he? Disallowed though. Lovely stuff. I do support the Villa, yes, mate. What about yourself, Bob? Everton. Nice. Mate, do you ever see the TikToks of or the clips of like the boys on pitch side singing the Everton songs? Proper stuck in my head that did for ages. Tom Garrett screaming that at the top of his lungs. Brother, got a season ticket. Nice. I don't mind Everton. To be fair, I was saying the other time, one of the other days, I was streaming that quite what a lot. I watched you quite a lot at the start of this season. I was interested to see how you get on, and I'm a big fan of Grealish, so to see how he got on with yous. James Garner as well. Really like him. Had my picture taken with Alan McAnally in Istanbul. Go on, lad. Go on, Morgs. Can you stop sending them into the bloody stands? Up the cat. Up the cat. Mate, your name's about right for us at the minute. I've played this game twice and my PC's crashed both times, so it was F's in the chat. And Doyle for Everton's great, yeah. How come he didn't play for Senegal yesterday? I think he is from Senegal, isn't he? Who's your favourite Villa player? At the moment, got to be Morgan Rogers, isn't it, really? Got to be Morgan Rogers. It was obviously Grealish until he left. And then I probably would have said Jacob Ramsey. Obviously, looking at our own. And then he left. Oh my god. But he can't bloody shoot in this, can he? That's 3 that he's sent into the stand now. Probably say I really like Matty Cash though as well, and I think he gets a lot of flack for like everyone's always like, oh, we need to get another right back, we need to get a better right back, but I don't think he's as bad as people make out. He came on and got an assist. Oh, did he? Cash is about to enter his bad boy era as well after he's shaved his head to have his transplant. I love how aggressive he is, man. Like any time he's like the ball goes into someone he's marking, he's straight in on them and just whacking him in the back, kicking him in the legs. No wonder he picks up so many yellow cards, but I love it. John McGinn's obviously up there as well. I mean, he basically turned our season around this season. My favourite player for us is Dewsbury Hall. Really? I do like Dewsbury Hall. I think for you, probably James Garner would be my favourite. Thank you for the likes on TikTok. You'll let us, Matthew, thank you for the likes, mate. It'll let us play this one out now because we're losing it. Wally Hopkins scored twice in the last one, and now he's playing absolute garbage. Matty Cash has picked up an injury. Stick. Love that. Where's Ian Matson? He's still injured. Oh no, he's suspended, isn't he, for this one? What do I do actually? Didn't mean to do that. I just love the fact that I'm not comparing him to Iron Robin, but like how Iron Robin had that one move that everyone knew he was going to do, and you just couldn't stop it. McGinn's got the same move, well, the same thing with his arse, innit? He just sticks his arse out, play the ball into him, and you can't get the ball off him. It's unreal. Like everyone knows he's going to do it, and they just can't get the ball off him, and that absolutely, it's just brilliant. He's such a good outlet. Go on, pull it. Oh, how's he not got that? Oh my god, I thought he was just going to get onto that, square it across, tap it in, level the game up. PC crashed. He's such a good outlet, though. I've noticed it more and more as the season went on this year when Cash is playing right back and McGinn's playing right mid. The amount of times Cashy just smashes the ball down the line to John McGinn and he just holds off whoever's behind him. And then he spreads it out wide or plays it into the middle to somebody else. It's such a good outlet for us. Go on, Mane. Oh, what a ball. Oh, he's in the post. What a ball that was. Proper whipped it. Yo, Louis, thank you for the share, mate. You know what? We should have won this game, right? And it hasn't crashed, and we've lost. But when it crashed the other day, Woody, thank you for the likes as well. When it crashed the other day, I'm pretty sure we'd lost to Leverkusen, and then when I and then when I simmed it, we got a win. So I mean, I guess it's balanced itself out. I'll just make sure I save it before we have to replay it for a fourth time. But my spacebar's just decided to stop working for. Does anybody else have that with Football Manager where your spacebar just stops working? Because I use it to continue, and it'll just go, no, none anymore. Just going to stop working for a while. Another goal for Alison Edward. Love that. Hi, bro. Sky Sports News reporting Juve still keen on Emmy Morton as waiting for asking price from Villa. How much do you reckon we'd get for him realistically? Like 40, 30, 40 mil? It's not the keyboard, mate. It's the game. I'm telling you. Keyboard still works. Like it's just worked now. I've just pressed it and it's worked fine. Just stops working with Football Manager. And I use the spacebar all the time when I'm editing my videos, so I know it's not the keyboard. Yeah, how much do you reckon we'd get for Emmy? I think anything more than 40 for someone of his age, I think you're probably asking for a bit much. Maybe 45 at a push. Well, that's the thing, isn't it? He's gonna like if we got rid of him, I could imagine it would be something like that because his wages are so high, and then go and get a youngster. You know, you said you obviously you're telling us that we're being linked to getting rid of him. Yeah, I remember you saying, mate. That one's not one to brag about, unfortunately. Who would we be getting to replace him, though? I know, obviously, we mentioned Trafford be a good shape, but I don't know whether he'd would 2 more assists for Alisson Edward. Love that. Would Trafford sign after he's just re-signed for City? I know, obviously, he's back up to Donnarumma now, but right, I think Casher needed a rest, didn't he? We'll put him on the bench for this one. We'll get Gadoo back in there. Gadoo. Rogers needs a rest, so we'll give Mane a start. We'll give Batrakov a start as well. We've not played him too much recently. We got Matson back. Right, I think that'll do. You've also been linked to Vicario. Bizot's not a great keeper. What do you mean? Bizot's a legend, mate. I actually quite like Bizot. I think he's a lot better than Olsen. As a backup keeper, he's more than good enough for us. I don't. That video's going off in my head from I think it's when we got through to the finals in the last Euros or something, and it's the England team in the change room singing to somebody that I used to know. Saw it on TikTok this morning. It's just stuck in my head. I don't wanna live that way. Thinking into every word you say. And that you would let it go, but you wouldn't get me. Used to know. It cut me off. Oh my god, that was nearly an absolute worldie. My Jeremy Pino. Is he that good? Is he like really good on this year's game? Because he was class on FM24. Pino was. Oh, Wally. Find the gap, mate. Find the gap. Oh, it's a great ball. No, it's not. No, it's not. Good idea, though. Bit worried that Matson's already on a yellow card inside the first 20 minutes. What's happening, Dave? Prediction for tonight's game. Oh my god. What a goal. I think it'll either I think all this talk about the defence, I don't think we'll concede a goal. I think it'll be like I think it'll be a 2-0 win, but I think it'll be like 1-0 for quite a while, and then we'll score late on when they're trying to get an equaliser. I think it'll be like a slow start, but a solid performance. I don't see us blowing them away, although we absolutely could. I'm not sure whether I see that happening. I was thinking 2-0, 3-1, but then I just don't know whether I don't know whether I see Croatia scoring. Their attack is so old. You got 2 on England. I don't see a world in which we don't win. I just think I think this Croatia's team's time has come and gone. So my prediction is I'm going to go for a 2-0. What about yourself, Dave? Who you think? What are you thinking? Yeah, I was watching it a little. Well, I didn't realise it started at 2. I thought it started at 3. So I got in bed at about 2:30. So I'd missed the first 25 minutes, and then I kind of saw the replay for the first goal. Say kind of because I weren't really paying attention, and it looked like the goalkeeper should have saved it. But he also said that there was 2 goals ruled out as well. I haven't seen anything else of the second and the third goal. 3-1 win, Kane double and Rashford. Where you going? You're going all out with goal scorers and everything. I reckon Morgan Rogers scores, mate. I reckon he starts instead of Bellingham and he scores and everyone goes, oh, okay. Finally beating Pat, mate. Don't. Do not get me started on Crystal Palace. Why did you say anything, Lewis? Why did you have to say something? This is all your fault, this is. Just to top it off, an ex-Wolves player who's actually scored the goal as well. Patrikov's having an absolute stinker. Why is Mane so tired? He barely played a game for us. Let's swap to Cat and Tielemans. Like, I genuinely try, like, over the last couple of years, it has done my absolute head in playing Crystal Palace because I just don't understand it. Oh my god, what a goal by Garcia. Maybe that's where we've been going wrong. We should have been playing Andreas Garcia. Yeah, Ethan, thank you for the follow on TikTok, mate. Appreciate you. Yeah, thank you for the likes on TikTok as well. What a goal that is, by the way. Yeah, genuinely, it's absolutely done my head in. I've actually seen us play against Palace a couple of times in both games, like not recently, like a few years ago, and even back then, the games were absolute garbage. Oh, lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. Right, what we'll do, we'll move Watkins to the left wing. We'll bring Esposito on, and then we'll take the cat off for Onana because he's barely played for us recently. Never in doubt. Right, when Jurgen Strand Larsen headed that in, it was definitely in doubt. 3-1 PTSD from when Duran Lewis and Bailey scored in stoppage. I don't remember that. That couldn't have been long ago, though, was it? That must have been not last season, the season before, I would imagine. Exactly, Sam. Yo, Harley, thank you for the follow, mate. Good save. What memory's so bad for remembering like results and like when certain things happened. Honestly, I just don't remember stuff at all. Like I might remember a goal or something. I could never tell you who it was against or what the scoreline was. Welcome back, Bob. 23-24. Do you know how frustrating it is knowing how good Duran could have been for us if you weren't such a twat? Yeah, we're up to fifth now with that one. Just the 9 points behind Arsenal with them having a game in hand. Underrated streamer, appreciate that, mate. I'd love Duran at Palace, but he'd probably just be a nuisance. Well, that's the thing. I've got a mate who's a Geordie, and he was on about. He was like, "Oh, I wouldn't mind him having up at Newcastle." I was like, in terms of ability, he's obviously got it, but he's clearly an absolute knob, and he's either that or he's being advised by completely the wrong people. Yeah, we were just talking about our predictions for the game tonight, mate. I was saying I think we'll get a 2-0 win. That I don't see Croatia scoring against us with a very aging attack. Well, their aging team. Like, can you stop moaning? I'm not going to play you. I've told you this, and then I'll tell you that I'm going to sell you, and you go, no, no, no. I do like Onana, but I just don't need him on this save. I don't know whether it must be his attitude, must be part of it, but I also think it's got to be the people he's got around him. There's got to be more to it than just him being an idiot. What I don't understand is though, right? He's somebody who's basically come through like he hasn't come through like a top academy with like, oh, you're gonna be a world superstar, you're gonna be unreal. He's come through like obviously I think he came through at a club in Colombia, didn't he? And then he went to was it Houston Dynamo? Was that where we had him from? I can't remember. And he's gone there and he's progressed very quickly to becoming like to end up in the Premier League with us. So I don't understand where Chicago Fire. Was it Chicago Fire? But whoever it was, anyway, he progressed very quickly to get to that point. And I just think, how have you developed such an ego at such an early age? Was he just that much better than everybody that he's played with? And he just thought that he should be playing in the Premier League? Because I mean, you've got to look at him now and think, well, that's not going too well, is it? Yeah, thank you for the follow, Bob. Appreciate that. You think it's because he got the Prem move? It was maybe just like a little bit too quick for him in term for his mindset anyway. Not in terms of his ability, because he certainly showed that he was capable. Right, we'll give Tielemans some game time. Guys, if you are interested in Football Manager content, I do post daily videos at 6 o'clock on the old YouTube, where I'm doing an Aberdeen save at the moment. So if that's something that you are interested in, go follow me on YouTube at Super Sammy Plays. Be much appreciated. Heading towards 100 subscribers. I think we hit 80 last night, so getting there slowly but surely. Yeah, we're on about John Duran. Duran. You know what? As good as Emi Buendia has been for us at points this season, he's we need to get a better player than him. He scored a couple of worldies this season, and he has played well in certain games, especially towards the end of the season. But I think I could probably count on one hand, maybe two hands, how many good games he actually had for us this season. Yeah, he did score that worldie against Hughes, didn't he? I remember that. It was unbelievable. I said that, Lewis. I said he was one that I said as soon as we played against him, but at Bologna, I was like, we've got to get him. He looked so good. I just hope it wasn't like he just had it was that one he had one good game. Yeah, see what I noticed with Buendia was when you play like a really high press, an aggressive press, he was unreal because he's willing to put that work in. But he is so frustrating to watch because like if you actually watch him specifically, every time he loses the ball, he's one of them players that when you played with at school, throwing their arms up, complaining, just whinging, he is that guy that just complains about everything. Um, we'll cash you back in. Although, actually, you know what? We'll give him another rest. Andres Garcia scored a cracker in the last one, didn't he? So, oh, you know what? There was with guess on my dad. Absolutely, my dad's a Villa fan as well. My dad is always like he's absolutely useless, right? But I saw someone saying he played through the middle mostly for Nice, and I don't think like if you play him straight through on goal, I don't think he's bad. I think as a winger, he looks like he doesn't know what he wants to do. He looks like he's trying to think about what he's trying to do too much almost. I think if you put him in the middle and just like as a kind of like a poacher or someone to just run in behind and get onto stuff. Yeah, I was going to say like for someone for how you play, he's probably perfect. I think for us, oh great. I think for us because we try and like keep the ball so much, and then it's also like I don't know, we keep it at the back and then we just go. And I don't think he's that sort of player. I mean, it could just be that he's like getting used to the Premier League because we've seen that before, haven't we? I just watch him and like I do wonder how much Emmy wanted not Emmy, sorry, Unai. I do wonder how much Unai wanted these players because he clearly didn't want Harvey Elliott. He did play Gesson quite a lot though, but maybe he played him so much because we paid 30 mil for him or whatever it was. I think that's a bit of an insult to Eze, mate, but I think I get your point. Oh, thought of Garcia was about to score again. I do wonder though. Like I know we signed Alison Edward in January, who looked the tiny appearances we've seen from him. He looked like he could be quite exciting, but I think he's struggled with fitness since we've signed him. But I do wonder and think why are we not going for someone like Ryan, who Bournemouth obviously signed? What a finish that is, Mane, or even Mane. Let's get him from the Wolves. He's clearly very talented. In my Man United career, I was on 16. I was on a 16 match winning run before losing 4-0 to Newcastle. Oh dear. Newcastle can be so hit or miss on this game. But yeah, that Alisson Edward looks like he could, if we just need to get him fit. It's proper weird though how much he looks like Morgan Rogers. Genuinely. Would be twins. Hopefully though, he can stay fit this season. And go on, Mane. Oh, he's rattled the bar. Hopefully he can stay fit and get some game time next season. Yeah, I really like him as well. And somebody said yesterday, I was like, oh, I can't believe you got a Wolves player. I genuinely really like him. I think he's been one of only maybe two or three shining lights for Wolves this season, because their team is garbage. Besides the two centre mids, Mane and maybe Krejci, who was on loan anyway, like a crossbred between Ramsey and Rodgers. I really like Ramsey. I did. Glad to see that he started picking up towards the end of the season with Newcastle as well. My fault 'cause I didn't rotate midweek because I didn't want to lose the run. Yeah, it is difficult when you're trying to obviously balance that. Can we beat West Ham, by the way? Go on, Esposito. Give it him back. Oh, he doesn't need to. He's gone all the way. Batchakov, it's about time you started doing something, mate. Is his first ever goal? What? I didn't realise it took this long for him to score for us. Holy moly. I hadn't forgot we had him, but I didn't realise it took him this long to score for us. I mean, the keeper probably should have saved it as well. The late points clearing first. Absolutely cooking, mate. Cooking on gas. Oh, Yuri. That was going in the bottom corner, that was. Jonathan Rowe from Bologna for certain. I really... Excuse me. Yeah, Jonathan Rowe. We were just talking about him when, obviously, we played against him a couple of times, actually, didn't we, in the Europa League this season? I genuinely really like him. I think he looks like a really good player. Hopefully, it's not just like I was saying, he just turned up in those matches, but I really like him. I don't know. Do we need another centre mid? I mean, if Kamara can get back fit and actually not do an ACL for once, that'd be really good. I think we need two attacking players, in my opinion. I think Bailey's had his day, and it's just not worked out, has it? He had one good season for us. So I'll be looking to replace him, and I'll be looking to improve on Buendia as well. So I'll be looking at Jonathan Rowe, and there was somebody else that I thought of, and I can't think who. Oh, Batchakov scored again. What a guy! Think we need another centre back. What, as a backup? or as a to replace somebody? Because Harry Wilson was one, weren't he? Because it looked like we were going to be signing him on a free, but that seems to have gone all quiet. Do really like Pau Torres, and I love Ezri Konsa. I still think Konsa is so underrated. Still don't think he gets the respect he deserves. The thing is with Pau, like he's not like an unbelievable defender. He's so good for starting, like for how we want to play with like building it out from the back and stuff. He's like 28 or 29 or something, isn't he? And let's be honest, for Mings's game time's got to be going to be getting less and less as the years go on now. So I can see that. I can see what you mean. Maybe get a good young centre back that can come in to sort of sit behind him as like in terms of the pecking order. I think though, when you look at our team, quite a lot of the times last season, you'd look at our bench and be like, who off that bench is actually going to come and make a difference? And I don't think there was enough players there. So as much as I agree, I think we definitely need a couple of attackers first. I think with two strikers are more than good enough. I really like Tammy Abraham, and I do think he should have got more game time since we signed him. Got no squad depth at all. You've got some good players though, haven't you? Yeah, I've got some good players. It's just whether you can keep a hold of them. To losing Eze and Elise over the last few years. If you lose Adam Wharton as well, was everybody getting ill? All my players having a little smooch in the showers, passing an illness on. What's going on? December. Shouldn't be missing a match through a cold though, should they? I'd understand flu maybe, not a cold. Right, get Leon Bailey. We've barely played Bailey, this season at all. We'll get Guess on the bench as the backup striker for this one because we ain't got anybody else. Um, defender. We'll put Cash back in for the midfielder, which we don't have. He will throw. We'll go with Buendia. I need to sneeze. Not coming. You want to allowed fit players in December? It appears that way, doesn't it? We all seem to replace everyone so well. So I replaced Elise and ended up being probably better. I don't know whether he's better than Elise. Elise genuinely at the moment looks like he should be going for the Ballon d'Or. He looks unreal, but as a Palace player, yeah, maybe. I think didn't we nearly sign Saar a few years ago? I'm sure we nearly signed him. Because he showed signs, didn't he? He showed signs at Watford. But he certainly ended up being a success for Palace. Mate, I hated Wilf Zaha. He used to do my head in. I remember when I was on about earlier when we played against Palace at Villa Park. remember going to that match, and he just got so much abuse. He was hilarious. Like, he actually took it quite well, to be fair to him, but he just used to moan. That's one thing that I used to, and like, that's one thing that really annoys me with people. The ones that just moan all the time. Like, he was a proper whinger. Probably. He's probably just one of those people that feeds off it. Oh dear, that's a loose pass. Oh dear. Good dude's caught it. Oh my god, we got away one there. I bet you gutted, didn't you, that Adam Wharton's not gone to the World Cup. Go on, Morgs, then. Go and stick this in the top bin. Some point today. Ah, oh, Morgs. What a player. Go, MJ. MJB. Thank you for the follow, mate. Try the World Cup mode. I have, mate. Yes, I've got a video on my YouTube where I did a run with England. I won't spoil for you if you did want to go and check it out, but I have only just done it the once I'd played that one time with England. What about yourself? Yeah, he should be there. I'm especially annoyed that Mitchell hasn't gone. He doesn't get recognition. I don't know. I think I can understand if you like you saying that as a Palace fan, but I think Lewis Hall should have gone personally. Found it impossible to win with England, really. There was some proper odd results in mine, to be fair. I think Hall, Mitchell, or Shaw should have went. For me, what's his name should be started anyway. Nico O'Reilly. Like, I genuinely really like him. I think he's had a really good season. Worst England team to go to the World Cup in your opinion? There's definitely worse, mate. Oh my god. I don't know how. Well, 2001. I'm assuming you're 24, 25. Do you not remember that team when Southgate first took over? Oh my god, it's so bad. I really like Nico, but I do think Lewis Hall should have gone as like the second left back. And like, not that I'm against Jed Spence, but I can't understand why he'd be the second left back and not the second right back. I just don't understand that at all. I know he can play both sides, but I can't understand why he wouldn't be the second right back, but he would be the second left back. Exactly, MJB. I rated Ashley Young, and to be fair, Dele Alli was good at the time, but some of the other players in that team were so average. Like, compared to the talent that we've got now, anyway, and compared to the talent that we had like 20 years ago with our so-called golden generation. I've got no issue with Maguire not going, although I do like him. I do think he's overhated. And I've got no issue with Foden going. Foden has had years to prove it for England, and he's never done it. He's never done it, so there's no point taking him. He's not just going to suddenly start playing well now. I don't see the point in Foden at all. I understand with Cole Palmer, although he's not had a great season. I would probably still have taken him. I watched Palace week in, week out, but home and away, but Mitchell just look. Yeah. It's different, isn't it, when you watch your own team? You know, like I'm the same with Concert. I've been saying for years, Concert is so good. And it's only like really over the last year or two finally getting the recognition for it. But even then, he's still probably underrated. Dele Alli was what people think Bellingham actually is. What do you mean by that? We don't. The only thing we need in terms of experience, though, is tournament experience. And I think Gay and Concert are certainly good enough for that. And although Maguire was good, I think with the system that Tuchel really like to play like really high up or really he likes quick centre backs or something. If he likes quick centre backs, I can understand why he wouldn't go with someone like Maguire. Oh my god, what a finish that is! Go on, Esposito. Villa are so underrated. I love Villa and I'm a Chelsea fan. Mate, it does my head in now. Chelsea decide to turn up one time a season and it's always against us. Always against Villa. I know we've beat you obviously recently and stuff, but what a finish that was. I like Consa, nice guy as well. Met him a few years ago. Really? I think Reyes and Contra is now only getting recognition. There's nothing against you, but people. Oh yeah, yeah. It will be. It will be, mate. Like, I don't think there's that. Like, I genuinely don't see Gahey being like. I know he's really good, but I don't see him being like miles better than Consa. So it makes me laugh when like obviously he got the move to City, but he was being linked with all these clubs, and like Consa's just like. I mean, it's probably good for us that he's not, but just doesn't. I don't know. Yeah, I do think the Chalobah one feels a bit weird though. I can understand it in terms of like tried and tested, and he knows him and all that sort of stuff. But used to work at Villa in security, and the PSG versus Villa was a clap. Man, that unbelievable that game was. What a win, by the way. Beat Man United. Could be gay in concert, but apparently starting Stones in concert. I don't understand that unless he's got a nick or something. I do like Stones, but I don't understand like he's barely played football in the last 2 years. Oh, he's gay only 25. Is he really? The one for me though was like obviously that one was unbelievable, especially with the way that we performed. But the one night before that against Bayern Munich, that was just like that started the whole thing, didn't he? Didn't it? That game against Bayern Munich. England. What's happening, Shan? How you doing, mate? Yeah, he's only young. Is he really? I thought he was. Yeah, bloke. Can't spell. What's going on? Mark Gay is 26. Where are we in this? We are 6 months further down the line. So he's only 25. Nesri is he would be 28. Yeah, so I guess that does make sense. Yeah, I'm not too bad, thanks, mate. What's your prediction for tonight's game? Wonder where Stones will play next season. Yeah, I mean he should still be up and around the top teams, in my opinion. It's just whether you can keep him fit, isn't he? One of those players what have played what feels like ages in the Prem, so they seem older than they actually are. Yeah, see him returning to Everton. Be a good signing for you if you could get him. Although I do love, I like how old school Keane and Tarkowski are. They're just like proper defenders, aren't they? The pair of them, proper like good, like Michael Keane as well. What a finisher he is! He's unreal at scoring. 2-0. That's what I was thinking, Shan. That's my prediction as well. 2-0. This side like Hull that he going for John Stones, especially. He's got to do better than Hull though, surely. Martinez staying? I don't know. Don't know. It looked like he was going last season, so it wouldn't surprise me if he does go. I'd just like to know who we'd be looking at replacing him with. While he's injured. Oh no, he's going on for Bailey. I'll be watching it at home, mate. What about yourself, Shan? You off out? Yeah, but do you really think Hull are going to do what Sunderland have done this season? Because I certainly don't. What do you hear people at Everton say Keane's best finisher at the club? Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that said. He's unreal at scoring goals, though, isn't he, for a centre back? So Bernardo Silva to Madrid was a shock. I thought he was going. He was waiting for the Barcelona move. Talking of City, see if we can beat them. Oh, I meant to save the game before this. My PC will blow up now, knowing my luck. Better to watch it at home. I do like watching England games in pubs. It's something that I missed for years when I lived in Scotland. One of the reasons I actually left Scotland to come back down here because it was unbearable whenever there was an international tournament on. Like genuinely unbearable. Bernardo had an agreement with Atleti, but snubbed them when Madrid came in. Really? I didn't know that. I mean, where's he going to play? Is he going to play like on the right instead of like Rodrigo? Because he's a totally different sort of player to him, isn't he? The one for me is Nico Paz going back to Real Madrid from Como because he's had an unreal season. So like, where's he going to play? I thought they'd activated his buyback clause. They bought him, but could be said really. He's one I'd take at the Villa. Good young Argentinian attacker. Be a replacement for Buendia. Probably just whack Bernardo as a centre mid and give him a free roll. Yeah, maybe. That he can't guarantee him game time. I mean, that's what I always like. What I always. Oh my god, what are we doing? Yeah, that's one thing that I thought was strange with him going back to Real Madrid. Like, as much as I can understand them bringing him back, like he's surely not going to be happy just sitting on the bench after the season he's had. Yeah, well, they're gonna have a job keeping him happy, aren't they? Because he's done unreal for Leon. Oh my god. You're getting absolutely peppered here. How have you got so many shouts? I've only got the normal amount of shouts, mate. Unless you maybe play on console and it's different. I hate to say it, but I've only seen you play 2 league games and you lost both. We've just played Man United and beat them. What do you mean? We're getting absolutely battered in this one, though. I will agree with you there, mate. I'm not entirely sure what's going on in this one. Oh my God, what am I seeing? My goalkeeper's having an absolute stinker in this one. Looking to sign players for under 2 mil who are good for the Premier League. I would look at free agents, mate. Console only has 4 shouts, so that'll be why then, mate. I'm going to start a new FM save. Got a club I should do. In the Prem. Do Leeds. Leeds. Saw you play Liverpool earlier, then took a work call on back. Maybe you're the problem, mate. Maybe you're the problem, Joseph, right? There's a common theme here. Because in both times, we've not only lost, we've got absolutely battered. I hate to say it as well. My PC crashed when we got smacked by Liverpool earlier. So I ended up having to simulate it, which we lost 2-0. But if it crashes again, I'm also blaming you. Teams are also going for Soledad Marler as well for that left winger. Yes, didn't he? I heard he turned down. He's turned down Brentford, hasn't he, or something? What's happened here? Just noticed. My TikTok stream's like messed up, and that you can almost see me twice all of a sudden. What has happened here? How long has my TikTok stream been like that? I didn't even realise. Going on here? Why is that? That should be behind. Be like that. Has that been like that for long? I didn't even realise. I'll do Leeds then. Remember doing them in FM22, I think, when Rafinha was there. Won the League One Season 1. Nice. Oh my God. Look at my team. It's absolutely cooked. This will be why we're losing. I weren't paying attention then. I was having to fix the the TikTok stream, sorry. Started to use my OBS as the pull the game from, rather than the actual game. We are 5th now in the league after that loss. We've just dropped down a position. Right, how long is Esposito out for? 1 or 3 days, fine. Allison with another goal and assist. Love that. Matson on form. How is Matson on form? We've just lost 3-1. Give that a little save. Oh, cancel. I need to rest everyone. We're going to have games coming thick and fast now. The Christmas period. Look at this. My whole team's absolutely knackered. No wonder we're losing. Seaman showing pleasing progress. Let's have a look. Not as many upwards arrows this time, but he's certainly progressing. Progressing very nicely. Reckon I could probably look at trying to sell Bailey in January as well, seeing as he's only going to have 6 months left on his contract. Because let's be honest, I'm not going to suddenly start playing him. Right, have we got a striker? We got Morgan Rogers up top. Where's guess on? Defender. Probably Lindelof in there as well. Leave it like that for now. Who's going to win the World Cup? I mean, it is hard not to look past France, isn't it? It's hard to look past France. They've got such a good team. It's unreal. Did they fix the promise system? Which part of it? I know there was. You mean like in terms of signing contracts, or do you mean just in general making promises to players? Oh, this is sick. Yeah. Half of their team play for the best club in the world. Of course, they will win it. Who's the best club in the world, mate? Wait, who do they all play for? Real Madrid. I don't think I really had that much of an issue with that on FM24, but I've not noticed it being an issue on this anyway. You get like 100 and well, depending usually on the promise, but you usually get quite a long time to fulfill a promise. You can see it anyway. Gives you like if you go into the promises screen, it shows you like how long you've got left to fulfill the promise. There will be times though where like someone's happy with how much I'm playing them, and then I'll drop them for like 2 games before the promise finishes, and then all of a sudden they're unhappy again. PSG or Real Madrid. Well, I don't think Real Madrid are the best team in the world, but PSG can certainly get on board with that answer. Oh, what a miss! Let this be my first win. I'm back from another call. If we lose this, mate, right, clear denominator. Yeah, the certain position or the certain role. The role one was annoying because you're like, mate, you're playing. You should be happy. Get in, Yuri. I'm just gonna go for a pee, guys. I'm back in a sec. if you lose, block me. Sound. Oh, no danger, mate. No danger. Who's winning the World Cup Golden Boot then? Harry Kane, obviously. What a view this is, by the way, looking at the back of this beam. Would you take Bowen at Villa since he's been linked to you? No, I'm going to say no, right? And it's not because I don't rate him, because I do. But I think with our financial situation, we need to be signing younger players that have potentially got a sell on value. And I think if we went and signed him, he wouldn't have a sell on value for us. And that is the only reason why. What mods to use? I've got the 3D Stadium mod, mate. Bassy Boys 3D Stadium mod. I bought Rodgers, but he ain't playing well. What role do you have him in? I think I've got him in an inside forward. I've got him as a striker, actually, in this one, because both my other strikers are injured. Goal awarded. Oh, lovely stuff. This is the only problem with the 3D Stadium mod. Sometimes the cameras are not in good places, and this being one of them. Got absolutely useless view of a replay there because the camera's in the wrong place. And I have had to change my camera for this one. I had to change the height from 10 to 0 because it was looking through the top of the roof. But generally, the bigger stadiums are fine for the cameras. Just tends to be the smaller ones that seem to be an issue. I do like him though, Ethan. I think he's not quite like a top 4 player, is he? But he's very much just below that. You also think about getting Elliott. Is he 4 or 5 star potential? I don't know, but he is pretty good. He's pretty good. This is my second Villa save I've done this year, and he's been good on both of them. I always forget, like I don't even actively like play him to get the deal to go through. I just play him because I know we've got him. Yo, Joseph, I think you might be safe. I don't think Bowen will leave. I think he'll stay at West Ham anyway. He's got too many ties to West Ham. I think Danny Dyer might kill him if he left. What tactics are you using counter press? I'll have to have a look in a sec, mate. I don't know off the top of my head. Would be better for him if he went on loan. Maybe, yeah. Although we might just want to try and get West Ham back in the Premier League as quick as possible. Because we all know that is not as easy as it sounds. Doing a 3-man Football Manager save. I've been given Fulham, so I've got Rodgers and need more homegrowns. Got Rodgers at Fulham. You've done well there, mate, because he's always ends up being mega expensive. Look for he probably plays the same position, but Jay Robinson from Southampton. He's a left wing. We can play both wings, but he's a young Southampton player. He'd be good homegrown for you. Coming to Chelsea, what, Bowen? I don't think he is. I think with Bowen, he can play like a top 4, then sometimes just maybe. If I play for Chelsea as a support as well, they got relegated, I would stay. Yeah, well, exactly. He's not from there, though, is he? In season 3 or 4 now, mate, got Champions League. Nice. That's pretty good going, mate. How do you keep your career fairly realistic and you don't just splash the cash? We don't have the cash to splash, mate. My starting season, we got 500k, and my second season, we got 23 mil. So we certainly haven't had the opportunity to splash the cash. I did sell Donny Marlin for 50 mil, though, so we spent that. From Hertfordshire. I think so, yeah. So we'll give Onana another game. Put him in the shop window. We'll talking of shop window, we'll put Gesson in actually, and we'll put McGinn through the middle, and then we'll put Wendy out on the left. Give these a little bit of game time, seeing as we're winning comfortably. I'm all for a splash the cash. I can't help it. Mate, if you've got the cash there, you're going to spend it, aren't you? Yeah, he's a club legend, but I don't know. I think he'll stay. I genuinely think he'll stay. Yo, Joe, thank you for the follow, mate. Appreciate that. Oh, we've let them back in? No. What is your opinion on FM26 and what are the best positions and roles? I mean, the best positions and roles are depending on what formation you're playing, I would say, but I like FM26. I think they've got a lot of the bugs fixed. Still got some way to go, but I think it's finally getting there. I think inside forwards are definitely some of the best roles though, or for wingers specifically. I do a lot of 12-month in 3 installments, but when I sell, I add 2 installments too. All right, okay. Amount of players Chelsea have let go and then turned out world class. You need to stick some clauses in there for when they become like Ballon d'Or or something. Get an extra 10 mil if they ever get the Ballon d'Or, that kind of thing. Danny would kill him if he goes. Both Danny's would kill him if he goes. Well, yeah, exactly. Whether he wants to leave, I genuinely don't think he'll leave anyway. I think he'll try and get them back promoted, and I think with the age that he's at, like what top teams are going to take a chance on him or give him that move? Got rid of Royce because he was too small, and now look how good he is. I always find that such a mad. It's such a bullshit reason, isn't it, to get rid of someone? They were too small. I mean, the best player of all times, what, 5'7"? And I'm a massive Ronaldo fan, so that hurt me to say that. Or I used to be anyway. Nathan DeCats won the Golden Boy. What a player! Won the European Golden Boy. Go on, DeCat. Potential ratings coming down though, which isn't very good to see. Bought Rodgers for 96 mil, 50 up front, 46 installments is wild. Did I rest my team? I don't think I rested my team, did I? Everyone's going to be dead for this. Onana in a Real Madrid shirt. Yes, please. I'll take that. Did you know football scouts, when they look for a goalkeeper, they just look... Really? I mean, that kind of makes sense with a goalkeeper, though, doesn't it? Harvey Elliott winning Young Player of the Month for 4 assists. No goals. 23. How is he winning Young Player of the Month? 23 isn't young. I'm all for splashing the cash. I mean, clearly. I guarantee every mate. The majority of goalkeepers are over 6'4". Not very many that are on the low end of the 6 foot scale. It's a bit weird though with a scout looking for that because obviously anyone can have a growth spurt at up until what 21 or something. Have it like you could have any sort of like mad growth spurt. Didn't weren't Scott McTominay like really like standard height, and then all of a sudden in 6 months he shot up to like 6'4" or something. Who was asking about Harvey Elliott? He's got 4-star potential, not 5 on this save anyway. He might have another save. Centre back save just got to be tall and quick. I don't think you need to be tall as a centre back these days, do you? I think Pickford is still about 6'2", though. He's not massive compared to a lot of goalkeepers, but I think he's still about 6'2". Yo, Simone, thank you for the follow on TikTok. Appreciate you, mate. Yeah, I'm in season 2. Yeah, so these are his stats. He does get really good, but his potential on this one's only 4-star. Little Harvey, talk of the devil. Oh, he's rattled the bar. I kind of use him like all over the place. He never really sits like he played in cam for a lot, but tend to play him like one of them that just sort of he can play everywhere, can't he? So he's never sort of like a. I always he's good, but I think I always like he's just not one of those players that excites me on Football Manager. So I'm not someone that I'd guarantee start like I would with Rodgers kind of thing. He does do well though. I'll have a look at his season stats in a sec after this game. God, I nearly went in. So hard to become a professional. It's unreal, isn't it? That over the line. Oof. Just about. Just about stayed in. One gets released, they'll be heartbroken, man, because they won't be able to play with their mates. Do you think though it's got to be better to get released at that sort of age compared to like 16, 17, 18? Because then at that point, like you're nearly at a point where you've made something of it, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, what do I do now? Whereas as a kid, you're let down early. You know what I mean? And it's still crap either way, like, but one Morgs, pull it in the middle. Batragov, oh, I've had Charles at Portsmouth when I was 10. Too hard, but they said I was good but overweight. Really? That's mad to say to a 10-year-old. That is crazy to say to a 10-year-old. And it's not the sort of thing It's not the sort of thing that you could do something like that you can't do something about. You could easily do something about that. That is pretty mad to say to a 10-year-old, though. Oh my god. We've had chance after chance, and then they go and score with a crap goal like that. Mate, I'd be fuming. Hearing that as a 10-year-old, devastated. I don't think I played enough as a kid. I never played for a team like as a kid. I used to do like football. We got to like this football training thing on a Wednesday while I was younger, up until maybe like the age of like 11 or 12. But I think not playing for a team and not having like where I lived, there weren't like an area really to go and play. Like it was just the street, and maybe not the kids in the street weren't like massively into football either. So I think that kind of hampered me because I'm not. Don't get me wrong. I am by no means a great player, but I certainly got a lot better. Like once I started secondary school, like I went from being like pretty crap to being like solid almost, if that makes sense. Failed my medical, but my legs got worse and worse, so they were right to. Really? What did you fail your medical on, if you don't mind me asking? Yeah, I think I just didn't play enough as a kid, which is quite weird because my dad played up until he was like 40 or something. He always played for a team. And we used to have to go and watch him on a Sunday or something, and I used to hate it. But like I was always like there or thereabouts sort of thing. So like I don't know, just never ended up playing it enough. My dad says I weren't interested, but I think like my dad always used to work away. To be fair, the way I used to see him on weekends. So I just think if maybe if he was at home, I would have played more. Finally, born with a condition, but was okay until 17, 18. But medical staff said it'll worsen, and they weren't lying. Oh, why? That's pretty rough. Yeah, thank you for the likes on TikTok. That is pretty rough, mate. So is it? I'm assuming it's got worse and worse now. Then has it got? Is it like at a point where it affects you every day, like in your general day to day life? From West Sussex, but played in London a lot recently at Boreham Wood Academy less than 2 years ago. Oh, nice. Are you still playing for a team then, Ethan? Yeah, I'm doing an online save, and Villa are currently top four this season in Europe and top of the Prem. Hey, GG's, man. Good going. All right, okay. At least you've made something of it. You haven't given up on the football. I haven't kicked a ball in about 3 years. Can't lie. Unless you came kicking it around the garden with my nephew when the weather was proper hot the other week, and then I was kicking. I didn't have any shoes on. Kicked the ball up and bent my bloody nail back. Oh, go on, Pau Torres! Finally, Pender's your striker. Nice. How's he getting on? Is he scoring a lot of goals for you? Okay. It always makes me laugh when I used to play like 5-a-side and 7-a-side, and I just think, you know when you watch like creator matches, like or charity matches, you just think, how have you got to that point in life and still you are this unable to kick a ball properly? It makes no sense to me. Oh, come on, man. Been all us. 15. Nice. Just a local men's team on my area, just getting into men's football. Thought it'd be more beneficial. I started playing men's football when I was like 15, and I hated it. Not because it was like too difficult, because the team that I was playing for, I was more than good enough to play for. I just hated. You get treated like a kid, and I hated it. I remember playing like I trained all summer with them, played 2 matches, basically won the ball back and had it stolen off me by a teammate, like right in front of the goal, and he scored, and I was like, "Yeah, nice one, mate." I was literally just about to score, and just completely blanked me. But like they treated you like a kid, and I'm like, mate, I know I'm obviously a lot younger than you, but I'm also better. So I stopped playing, and then I never played. I didn't play for another team then until I was about maybe 27, 28. Yo, Jay, thank you for the follow, mate. I played for a team up in Aberdeen for a year, and then I got tendonitis in my knees, and it just absolutely killed me. I was playing football. I was playing five-a-side like twice a week, I think. I was training once a week for the team, playing five-a-side twice a week, and then playing obviously a match on a Sunday. And I was going to the gym a lot, and I got tendonitis in my knees, and it's never gone away. Probably because of the fact that I've never actually done all the exercises that they told me to, but it's just absolutely killed my knees. Sancho, I've got a permanent. He's 5-star, and Bakayoko is 5. Then I signed Petrovic and sold Rogers. You sold Rogers? What are we doing? I know Sancho is generally not bad on this game, actually. That's going to be offside, isn't it? Yeah. Thankful the team I play for actually like having youngsters and like to develop. That's pretty good then. Who's better than Rogers? Surely this is offside. Yeah. Really? What did they bench you for? How have we drawn this game, and why is Mane up front? Was I not paying attention to what I did then? At 23 shots to their 7, how have we drawn? Oh, El Canoes. He's not better than Rogers. What are we talking about? Uh, this one. From 19 to 25, got told to stop playing sports, but I'm allowed to. That's rough, man. That'd have been devastating to hear, I could imagine. But I suppose if you knew, like you could tell, like you knew that you needed to. Maybe it would be slightly less difficult. I was playing when I moved because I lived in Scotland for like 12 years. When I moved back down here, I was playing like every Monday, playing like 7-a-side and stuff. And then it just got to a point where I was like, people were taking it so seriously, and I'm like, mate, it's supposed to be fun. It's just supposed to be a kick around. I've not played it now for like 3 years, and I'm at a point where I'd like to start playing it again, but people do take it so seriously. My knees seem to be all right at the minute as well. I think because I've not actually played football in 3 years. I've just been doing a lot of running recently, and I've not noticed any issues with my knees, which is good because usually what would happen is I'd play football, and then my knees would be so weak afterwards for like the rest of the next week. Like I'd be walking down the stairs and my knees would be like wobbling. But they seem all right at the minute. But maybe that would happen again as soon as I start playing. That's usually what happens. You know what? You can have him. Just have him if you want him. We're not going to play him, are we? The cat's injured for 5 weeks. Oh no. I playing five-a-side now, but I literally can't. Yeah, that's rough, man. Play on Mondays and we play second in the league. We're top, and they were so dirty. That's the only problem with it, isn't it? It can get rough like that, especially if you're playing like in a proper league. Playing just like with your mates and stuff, then it's a bit different. But one of the leagues swung at my mate because he was a little bit all over the back. Yeah, that's the problem. That sort of thing can happen with that side of thing, and Sunday league football especially. Mate, it's unreal. Bakayoko, what is it? Jonathan Bakayoko. I didn't just wait 6 months, mate. I'll give you a new contract. He wants 235 grand a week. Holy moly. He recognises best of the rest. Mate, we want more than best of the rest. So I'm not doing promises. Yearly wage rise of 10%. I'm right, thanks. See if we can get that down a little bit. Thank you. I haven't got any money at the moment, which is a bit of an issue. How much have I got? Got 1 million. and we're already over the wage budget before Rodgers gets a new bumper deal. I don't need an attacker at the minute anyway. Actually, I don't even know where I need. I need to kind of get rid of a couple of players. Lindelof looks like he's going. We might need to bring in another. I mean, we've got Pau Torres, we've got Mings, we've got Gadu, we've got Kamar, Konza. I don't think we need another centre back. We will need another left back to replace Luka Dean. Probably need another right back, although we do have Nedeljkovic out on loan, so we could just bring him back. Don Christian Mosquera is now 5-star. One from is that the one from Arsenal? Also desperate for a contract now. He wants 240 grand a week. What are we doing? Where do they think we're getting this money from? You don't want all the bells and whistles with it, though, does he? Not like Morgan Rogers. Mate, what are we doing here? Called negotiating, not just, no, I want this. Pender is class and Sancho and Mosquera. I haven't got the money to sort of be looking at players like that, mate. Lindelof's on his way out. Brings some. How much was he on a week? 85 grand. So that's a little bit of money freed up. Is he really? For all these injuries? Oh no. Oh no, no, no. Uh, Give Mane a game. Got Wally Watkins back. Got Matson back. Throw Godou in there. And we'll throw Matson in there. Am I missing some? Throw Bailey in there. I have no idea what that is, mate. What is that, Ethan? Don't get playing time for Arsenal. What, even if they sell Saliba? I've seen Saliba go on quite a few saves. Ends up at either Real Madrid or in Saudi. Rashford back at Man United on this one. Yeah, I haven't looked on this one if they have either. Spent so much time yapping, mate. I don't even realise what's happening half the time on this game. Oh, I think I know. I think my brother's got that. I think my brother's got that because I remember him having all sorts of issues with his knee when he was younger, and his knee proper sticks out now below like where the patella is. Yo, Joseph, thanks for the share of the stream, mate. Appreciate that. Yeah, my brother had that in one of his. I think it's just the one knee. They used to always proper struggle like after playing football and stuff. Yeah, Big Dave, thanks for the live, mate. This is FM26. There's no category for FM26 on TikTok though. It's only FM24. So, oh, you've got it in both knees. Ah, oh, that's horrible, man. I need to go for a run after this. I'm on PC, Noel. Guys, if you do like watching Football Manager content on the YouTube, do me a favour and go drop a follow or a subscribe over there. Be much appreciated. We're trying to get to 100 subs on YouTube. Dropping daily videos on my Aberdeen save on there. So any subscriptions will be much appreciated. It's Super Sammy Plays on YouTube. How often do you go live? I've been going live every weekday so far for the last 2 weeks, 10 o'clock in the morning till 12, usually. So I have gone over a little bit today, but weekends are obviously a little bit different. It depends what's going on and whatnot, but an FM Touch on my iPad because it's more simplistic for me. I can't do the name fix or logo. Yeah, I could imagine that'd be pretty rubbish. In terms of not being able to fix the names or the logos. To be fair, I've not actually got the name fixes on this one. How far do I run? Oh, well, I've only just started, mate. You remember when I said I've not played football in 3 years? Well, what I meant is I've done absolutely nothing for 3 years and I got fat. So in the last few months, I've lost 2 stone, and then in the last 5 weeks, I started running. So I'm just doing couch to 5K at the moment. I'm just following a couch to 5K program. So not running. I'm not fully running 5K in one go quite yet, but I'm getting there. I did used to vape as well, and I swear that's half the reason why it's taking me this long. I don't remember it ever used to take me this long to get back up, or maybe it's the fact I'm 35 now, or maybe I'm just making excuses. But I am getting there. Got it on my MacBook. My MacBook's not portable as iPad. I can't whip my MacBook out on the tube. I mean, you could. Probably not the best idea, but you know what the thing is, right? I used to smoke like like I don't know, like 10 years ago or something, and then I stopped, and then I didn't do anything for ages. Look, I didn't smoke, I didn't vape or anything. Vape when I quit smoking, vaping weren't really a thing, and then I moved back down here, and I just started vaping for absolutely no reason, and did that for like 3 years. Destroyed my lungs for absolutely no reason. But I have quit in like March or something. So good, but I get right. Well, that's what I mean. It's probably not the best. Come on, Batrikov. We've been absolutely battering these. Oh, go on, John McGinn. Yo, Nikki, thanks for the follow. We're wearing the same shirt. This is the only England top that I've got that fits me at the moment. So even with the weight I've lost, the other ones are a little bit too tight. Remember when football shirts weren't frigging skin tight or muscle fit? I do. You might go get the new red one today. I do like the new red one. I'm not a fan of the white one. Yo, Hawk, Hawk, Hawk. Thank you for the follow. Apologies if I butchered your name there. How do you get the stadium mod? Download it from Sorted Outside, mate. It is a big download and it takes forever. Pretty sure that's offside. Yeah, it's like 47 gig, and they do like a slow download on purpose to try and get you to pay for a premium download. But it's like it took me like 3 or 4 hours. Thank you for the rose, mate. Appreciate that. Just ordered the Turkey special red England shirt. Guess who's on the back? Oh, I don't know. Oh, I don't actually know. Ref, any danger of a pen there? I don't know. Maybe Harry Kane. Maybe Bellingham. Madueke. What? That is a rogue shout. Does everyone have FM abusing Vortex? Yes, mate. Absolutely. They just rule everything out. At least we won anyway. We absolutely battered them. That was the third round. Are we getting Man United in the third round? Oh, Gesson's going. Lovely. How many wages are we saving up? That's another 50k on the wages we're saving there. That might just about pay for Rodgers' new pay rise after him and Lindelof have gone. Yo, Ethan, thank you for the follow, mate. Cost 11 quid. Going to get a few laughs. Worth it. I mean, you can't moan at 11 quid, even if it has got Madueke on the back. Madrid. Roger's got a new contract. Lovely stuff. 120 to 146 mil now. What a player. 12 goals and 7 assists this season, so not quite to the level he was last year, I don't. He's my top scorer, though. Patrickov got 3 goals, 7 assists. John McGinn, 6 and 2. He's way off what he was last year. 7 and 2 for Wally Watkins. Mane, 3 and 0. Harvey Elliott, 2 and 8. So he's not. Harvey Elliott's not scoring a lot of goals. Right, where are we? Just a casual 14 points behind Arsenal, who have got a game in hand as well. Yeah, they've still got Saliba as well. What transfer dealings have they done? They brought in Hincapié and some guy that I've never heard of from Shamrock Rovers. And they sold Kai Havertz to 58 mil to Bayern Munich. But they didn't sign anyone other than what they did in real life. And didn't get rid of anyone either. I'll have a look. Hang on. This guy thinks he's underpaid. I don't even know who you are, mate. Travis Patterson. Who are you? Arsenal. Arsenal. He's not listed yet. Not transfer listed yet. Right, ladies and gents, I have got to go. He's top. I'll keep an eye out on him. We'll maybe bring him in later on down the line, mate. I've got to go though. Like I say, I will be streaming from 10 till 12 every day this week. So if you are about in the mornings, certainly drop by. I'll be back live tomorrow. And as you can see, I've already gone over 17 minutes. So hopefully my PC decides not to blow up tomorrow. It seems like it's managed fine since I changed the graphics. So hopefully you'll be work tomorrow and Friday. Well, I'll probably be live at some point over the weekend as well. I'm just not entirely sure what time or when on either day. But yeah, like I said, if you do like Football Manager content, I am posting daily videos of my Aberdeen save on YouTube. So where we were trying to win the Champions League with Aberdeen. So if that is something that you're interested in, do me a favour and go to my YouTube, Super Sammy Plays, and give us a subscribe over there. It'd be much appreciated. Trying to get to 100 subs. I think we're on like 80 or something. We were at the start today anyway. So any subs would be much appreciated. Thank you for all the follows and likes and hearts and all sort of jazz on TikTok. And yeah. Hopefully I'll catch you guys tomorrow. But if not, I will catch you when I catch you. Have a good rest of your week. And come on England tonight.